descending from the tribes of Africa, inspired by the great black leaders.
Vainglorious, this is protected by the red, the black, and the green, with a K, zoom.
Dynamic, articulate.
If hip-hop has the ability to corrupt young minds, it also has the ability to uplift them.
Cause I'm seeing bright visions of how we should be living. Unified, strong, making our own decisions. Hip-hop city, higher minds will listen. Some won't get it and find time for dissing. But I always been ahead of the preservation mission. So I always been the head of the preservation mission. And one sure way to preserve what we're spitting. Preserve what we've written. Preserve how we wiggling. Preserve our mixing, our raw sound. It's to finally establish a small hip-hop resort town. A place where artists from all over the earth can come and find peace, can come and spit their verse, can find support of all sorts for arts done for fun to achieve this.
Welcome. You're here with me, Trinny C, live on stage with the beautiful one and only Summer Powell. Yay!
Thank you.
I've been wanting to interview her before I started taking over the show for DJ Divine. So this is like my dream come true. We are also family. I literally carried her when she was a baby, and I've seen her grow into this fabulous, amazing, beautiful individual, human woman. So here we are. And so we're going to tell the entire Twin Cities and those who watch on YouTube and those who watch on social media, who is Miss Summer Powell?
Hi, I'm Summer. That was, this is my first time here, so thank you for having me here.
You're welcome.
Summer is spelled with one M, S-U-M-E-R. Don't know why my mom did it. She might have been a little drunk when she had me. Not the point. I love her so bad. Shout out Crystal. And
shout out Miss Crystal.
Yeah, that's my.
We need to connect, girl.
Yes, you do.
Yes, it's been forever, 20 years, I think.
So Summer is just a regular girl, just trying to live her best life. That's really what I promote with music and my brand.
Right.
And my brand outside of music is be who you are and be who you want to be, because everybody is going to hate on you regardless. So
Period.
love yourself.
Love yourself.
But outside of that, living music and teaching kids how to express themselves through writing and learning and knowing that learning is fun. And my boy's Ozone and being in a collective with 5 guys, which I personally put that around Shaka Khan.
Nice.
I want you to know that.
Awesome.
Like Rufus and
yes.
Yeah. So I just plan that because she's a big inspiration of mine, and yeah, that's where I plan on going, is being as big as Shaka Khan, maybe bigger.
Yeah, you're on your way there.
Maybe Beyonce.
When did you start getting into the music scene, doing entertainment? Did something started in school, in your mama's belly? Like when?
Music, I think, runs through my family. I think my mom's a singer, my aunts are singers, and I always wanted to be a singer. Well, I always wanted to be the center of attention. I wrote that, in school, they're like, what do you want to be? I wrote
here, constant, all the time,
and
relevant.
I kid you not, I want to be the center of attention.
Amen.
And
that's gonna be like on a TV screen soon. Oh, I mean, almost
like center of attention.
Yeah.
So after that, my mom moved me out. We were living in the suburbs. Felt really unique to, being the only black kid. There's, all types of diversities in the suburbs, but like being black in the suburbs is way
And
different.
this is in Minnesota.
This is in Minnesota.
Okay,
yeah,
just
Eagan,
making
Minnesota.
Sure. Yeah.
Shout out to my burb life.
Right.
But I didn't know I wanted to be a singer until high school. I found out St. Paul Conservatory, and really found my voice. Shout out Isla Raleigh. She was my first ever black female teacher that I ever had, and I think it was her that imprinted in me that this is what I was meant to do.
So you were there when Miss Pavi was there too.
Yes, Miss Pavi.
Okay.
Pavi,
right.
had everybody.
Big up Miss Pavi out French.
Yeah, yeah. There was
She kept some order around there.
They both did. And they
were very protective of our children.
And there wasn't a lot of female teachers, but the ones that were there, held their ground.
Especially female teachers of color.
She was the only one.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
then the dance teachers.
Right. And Herb Johnson. Yeah.
Yeah. We didn't get to see in vocal.
Because you were in theater.
I was in vocal.
Vocal.
So
Got it.
I couldn't act. Now
right.
I'm starting to act.
Yeah.
Something.
Do it.
But yeah. So once that started, high school, and then right after high school, I was like, I'm never, absolutely ever gonna be a singer.
Right.
And then I got my heart broken.
Like literally, you fell in love.
My heart.
That will do
broken.
it. That will make us all sing.
So I'm here singing and crying, and then I was like, I could do this for the rest of my life. And so that's what happened. And I met Ozone, met my boys, and now we're thick as thieves. I have brothers. Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
My nose ring fell out. I have brothers, and I have other people that I'm associated with, but, like, I feel like family with them.
Right.
And culturally, you know, being a Black American, I've learned so much about my Nigerian brothers and my Cameroonian brothers and my Moroccan brothers.
Right.
I've learned so much about
There's more
different
than just America.
There's so much more.
There's
And
more.
I'm
I
just
love
so-
America, but there's more.
But nobody teaches you that.
If they don't, I've heard that.
So
That
having the
there's no
friends.
outside of the U.S. history whatsoever.
Nope.
What little bit of history
It's a
there
little
is.
bit, and they show you
And it
during
seem-
that 1 month.
And it seems like it's all political history when you think about it.
Exactly.
Yes.
So once we moved, I was like, I need to know everything.
Right.
They taught me everything. Music wise, they're like, what was one thing they said? I was like, I don't want to do an Afro track. They were like, why? I was like, isn't it cultural appropriation? They said, you're African. I said, well, I don't. And they said, you're African.
But that's I appreciate that though, because that's being respectful and
I
trying to
tried.
stay in your lane. Like I promote dancehall and reggae. You'll see hip hop on my flyers, but I am not a hip hop promoter. I'm a hip hop supporter, even though hip hop is part, came from reggae and dance and all that. But I stay in my lane.
Yeah.
Like,
And I like to.
I don't bake croissants. I bake rum cakes. But I appreciate that you're like, let me stay respectful and make sure I'm welcomed into that space.
And they
right?
welcomed me all the way.
Yes.
So once that happened, we affirmed our group. It's
Right.
been nothing but spotlights since.
Right.
Like, eyes on us everywhere, all the time.
Yeah.
So it's been a good time.
And
for sure.
I haven't met an African person that is not from Africa, that is not loving and just like inclusive.
Yes,
and
inclusive.
let me feed you and
Well,
let me feed you some more.
They call everybody auntie, so I gotta call everybody
and
auntie.
it's like Trinidadians and like they're so hospitable. Like, you want something to eat, you want something to drink, you sure you don't want some doubles, you sure you don't want some cake.
Literally that.
Here, you go to the bathroom and I'll make you a whole macaroni pie. Like every time I go over to I have Cameroonian friends, Nigerian friends. It's like if I eat anymore,
I'm going to bust.
I'm going to bus of places. You're gonna have to get me a new outfit before I
And
go
they don't
in.
care. They're just they're just
So
sweet.
that's how they express
And
their love.
That's
Yes.
exactly how they do it.
That's how they express
And
their love.
it means a lot to me that
Yeah.
they took me in.
Yeah.
So I love you guys. Sometimes they be getting on my nerves.
Oh, that's humans in general.
That's my
Yeah.
it's family for sure.
So you said since high school, and you're only like what 21. So
What'd you say?
since you're, are you older than Cecil or you're younger?
I'm older than him.
Are you? Okay.
Yes. And when he came to school, he was taking over. I was like, I don't know what to do. They're like, this is the new kid. He's that. I said, that's my cousin. They said, no. So yeah, runs in the family. We're talented.
Yeah. Literally.
Yeah, no, I'm 24. Just turned 24. It's my
Nice.
golden year.
So you're just a little bit older than him.
just slightly, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna still hold the big cousin. I'm
Yeah.
still gonna hold it down
Yeah.
for sure. But yeah.
So you've been in the scene for almost like a good 10 years, because if you think about it,
Yeah.
you started while you were in high school.
It feels like
Yeah,
4.
yeah.
Like it feels
It
like
goes
after
quick.
high school,
Yeah.
it really skyrocketed.
Yeah.
But a lot of people knew me during high school, so it really kind of worked out for me
Right.
in the most part.
And that's what a great place to build the foundations, because even though you're doing vocal, you're still around the dancers, you're around the theater,
Connections.
and all those connections, and a lot of those people are doing big. Like every time I go to a production, he's like, "Mom, I used to go to conservatory."
with them.
Yeah, and like it's just outstanding. I'm gonna be right back. My name is Trinny C. I'm here with Live on Stage on Twin Cities Hip Hop Nation with the one and only Miss Summer Powell. We appreciate you all taking the time to watch. We'll be right back after this break.
Yo, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Juice Lord. And when I'm in the Twin Cities, I watch On Stage Live Hip Hop Nation, First World TV. Peace.
Welcome back. You're here with the one and only me, Trinny C, live on stage with the one and only.
Summertime TV.
Right. Summertime TV. Why did you go with that name? Do tell us.
I was in high school, and my dream outside of being a singer, because I didn't want to be a singer, was to be a talk show host. I was like, Ellen gotta go.
Right.
You know? I was like, somebody, and it was gonna be me. But
Right.
I've sat back, and it's just my Instagram now.
Yeah.
And people call me that.
Right.
I'll be walking down the street, and they're like, you're Summertime TV, right? I'm like,
But it's so catchy
you
because
call
like
me Summer.
you're not springtime TV. You're summertime TV.
You're Summertime TV.
bright, fun.
It's a good time.
Tropical.
I hope that people. Well, the thing is that I'm born in the winter, as you know. Unfortunate. So it's kind of ironic that I call myself Summertime. But
Yeah, maybe you were made in the summer.
I
Conceived
thrive in the summer. Yeah.
I'm saying maybe he's conceived in the summer.
Oh, girl, yeah,
yes,
I know.
right. Right.
But
So-
that's where it came from. Just playing around, wanting to be a talk show host, and before podcasting and all that was big, I really wanted to be on TV.
Yeah.
Center of attention. So
Yeah.
that's what I was set out to be.
So what has it been like being a female in all that you do? Thank goodness you're surrounded by some great warriors, like literally, but what is it like to be a female?
Well, before I was surrounded by my warriors, I was really just in the game by myself. And it was really hard to navigate things.
Yeah.
Because it almost felt everything was closed off.
Right.
And I knew the doors were open for me, but it was hard to walk through them because it was always like I needed a male to be present to
Right.
walk through them. And very much so, I think I made my statement in the city by just doing it on my own and
Right.
just putting my name out there.
Right.
Anytime I'm in a room full of people, hi, I'm Summer. Like anybody I see,
You just got that big energy.
I have to.
Yeah, it's me. I'm here.
Yeah,
I'm,
hi, guys.
I'm shining. You see the sunshine? It's me all over the space.
Sometimes words, you don't even have to say anything. People are like, I've heard about you. I'm like,
Right.
you've heard about me?
Yes.
Great. Now
Yeah.
we're acquainted. But before it was very hard because, it's very, men, I don't mean to say this, but some men are cliquey and prideful.
Yeah.
And sometimes I think that a lot of people think that a woman is always coming to take over. And I'm like,
When there's no competition, we
there's nothing
bring
to take.
life.
Yeah,
we bring life.
Absolutely nothing
Yeah.
I could take from you right now. I can
Right.
only give you more. And if
Right.
you don't want to accept that, I will find someone else that can
Right.
handle that.
Right.
And as a woman, as a black woman, and
As a black woman.
as a black woman, it's been really hard.
Right.
People want to change you. People want you to fit a mold that's just not your mold. And,
Right.
I think a lot of people.
Change you to what, though? They trying to turn you into the next Lizzo? What are they trying to
That was a
change you?
perfect thing right there. Everybody tells me I remind them of Lizzo, which I just assume is because I'm a bigger black woman with confidence.
Right.
And that hurts because it almost feels like women of color aren't allowed
To have their own identity.
and as well as have sensitivity.
Right.
And feel it's okay to be
Yeah.
sad. And it's okay to express that you're sad. And I think that people are always ready for me to be big and loud, and that's just not who I am all the time.
It's interesting you say that about women and identity and if we're allowed to have our own. Because I had a conversation last month with some individuals, and the ghetto that I'm from, raised in Trinidad, you know, it's close to a place called Shantytown, but where I'm from in Trinidad is nowhere close to the ghettos in America whatsoever. It's a whole different.
It's a whole dimension.
You know, there's tin roofs and there's no water, and you
Yep.
carry water up the hill, and there's no WIC, and there's
Yeah.
no food stamps, and there's no energy assistance. And even when you pay for energy and water, there's every other day you don't have those services because infrastructure isn't there.
Wow.
And it was, when I was explaining part of this to people about who I am, they're like, oh my gosh, I feel sorry for you. And I was like, feel sorry for me?
Why?
This is my identity. This is who I am. Like, this is, I don't feel sorry for myself.
It's your culture.
I feel proud that I came from nothing, like literally came from nothing. I was born in something, reverted back from a first world country to a third world country, which is not normal. You usually go from a developing third world country to a first. And it was almost like you said, it's like I was supposed to fit in with every other nice-haired, nice-skinned woman of color.
For the box.
For the box. And when they said they literally felt sorry for me, I was just like, well, I don't feel sorry from you that you're from the south side of Chicago and you have gunshots flying like how I have. Like, I mean, it just was.
And it takes.
It was
my
just
guys,
sad.
It takes people to teach you that.
Right.
Because a lot of people are.
I don't think they wanted to be taught, though. It was really,
No. The era was
it's-
definitely.
Yeah, it's almost like small-minded. You know what I'm saying? I'm
the
talking
era
about in
was
that
there.
conversation,
And
right?
also,
Yeah.
as well as being a black woman here, no one taught me that. Nobody taught me that. You know, my family over north. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And shout out over north. You know,
Yep, big up
school
North Side.
Yeah, north
Yep.
side education's a little different, but my mom purposefully moved me to the suburbs so I wouldn't have to deal with it.
Right.
And I think it almost took away from my
identity.
My identity.
Right.
And the older I got,
Because now you were trying to fit into what they thought you should be as a woman of color
Exactly.
in the different community.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So now I'm confused.
Yeah.
And then, but that also helped me because I learned so many different types of music by removing myself. But once I was old enough, I said, I'm about to go over north. Like, I'm
Yeah.
going to go.
I'm going to go back and connect with my roots.
And it almost took a minute for my mom to be like, you can't do that. I said, I have to. Like, that's where my family is. That's where my people are.
Right.
And,
Congratulations for you.
thank you.
Yes.
It took a lot for me
And
to learn
North is
that.
amazing.
Over
it's
North,
like
it's
it's like
beautiful.
Rondo
People-
community in St. Paul. There's so much. There's so much richness to our North Minneapolis. Unfortunately, they get thrown under the bus all the time. But North is our community.
In North is
it's us. It's a big part of Black people.
And people are changing. That's what other people have to realize, that people change.
The world constantly
and the world
changes,
is always constantly changing. People want to help the community. People are always looking out for each other, and that's what I always loved about being over there. That people always were looking out for me.
The first time I came back to actually live in the Twin Cities. I was living on 36th and Penn, across from a Tom Thumb. And I thought they were whistling at me, and and in Trinidad, that's like they're trying to holler at you. And I was just like going outside talking to my friend. I'm like, dang, these dudes are like heavy interested, and they're like, no, that's not what they trying to do. They trying to do something else.
They trying to do something else.
Yeah, they were trying to do something else. But it was, again, a big teaching moment because, again, culturally, where I come from, that's not what happens. And I was like, well, what do you mean? And it literally took me 2 days to be like, oh, they're not standing on the corner like we do in Trinny.
Yeah.
And no disrespect to that. That's how they did their life.
That's the life.
Yeah.
That's the life that they live.
But talk about cultural shock. You know what I mean? And so
it was a big culture shock.
Yeah.
And then having to switch between the two was a culture shock for me because I'm like,
yes.
Am I really being myself? Or like I got.
And you're just talking about from one city to another, not even a country.
Not
or
even
state.
a country or a state. Well, when I went to Mississippi, that's where my dad stays.
Right.
And
I
speak like this, and they're like, "Why you talk like that?" I'm like, "Talk like what?
Like you white?
Like you're white?" I said, "I do." I said, "You should hear the white people out there. I don't even talk white," and they bully me.
My sons would be like, "Why you use your fake accent and go on like that?" And I was like, "Well, my grandmother raised me. When you're in front of proper speaking English, you speak proper. And when you're on your people, them you go on and talk all the way on top.
You don't need to put everybody in your business either." So that's what it was a good learning aspect for me personally, and sometimes.
This is amazing. I'd love to hear this.
Yeah, Mississippi was a time, though.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
Yeah, Justin was supposed to go down there a couple years ago, and I'm sad he didn't, because that's one of the great things I'm glad I did stay stable in the community, is that my boys were connected to community. On that note, we're going to be right back. My name is Trinny C. We're here on stage live with the one and only Summer Powell.
What's up, y'all? I'm Nicole Pacini. When I'm in the Twin Cities, I watch Hip Hop Nation on First World TV.
By the dock of the bay. Welcome back. We here acting silly backstage while they're trying to, on stage, but backstage while they're trying to get the logistics back together. So we are here chopping it up, and it's lovely to have the one and only Miss Summer Powell on stage here live.
The one and only.
Hip Hop Nation's Twin Cities. So tell us now, what do you have in the works? What's going on? First of all, really quickly, how can people find you? What is your social media?
My social media is Summer, SUMER, time_TV. And you can find that everywhere, anywhere, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook.
1M.
One M. Remember that.
More powerful that way.
But yeah, that's my socials. And then what's coming up for me?
Yeah, let's get it up.
I've been on a music hiatus.
Oh, have you really? I thought you just did a show like before the holidays, didn't you? Or no? Or no, you did one in January.
I did one.
And I was out of town.
That was on it was my birthday.
Okay.
I was headlining.
Because I was in Florida.
Oh yeah. You should have been. It was such a good time.
Yeah.
But because of that show, I actually did take a hiatus.
Okay, and I understand because I took a hiatus. You need that.
You
man.
need it. You gotta make sure yourselves together before.
And when you tell people that, they don't respect it. It's interesting.
They don't.
Oh, come on, you want to work. Yeah.
Or like, oh, we need you. And I'm like, I don't care what you need. Right. I need space.
Right.
I need to breathe. But I actually took the hiatus because the music scene in Minnesota was getting a little. They was butting heads.
Were they?
I was trying to be out of it. I was like, leave.
Are you talking about like even the stuff on social media where it was like St. Paul versus Minneapolis, all that stuff, or was it before?
That's one of the messy things, very much so. But no, it was just putting artists against each other, and I was like, "That's." I
didn't like that. I saw
that's
that.
not the community I'm from.
Yeah, and I feel like it was even people that weren't even from our community, that were people of color, that were doing it.
And it was.
And how were they allowed to even do that?
And then pushing it on the community, but girl, that's a whole nother story. So that made me like
just take a step back.
Yeah,
and that's okay.
And it also made me feel like people were, I think, trying to put me in it, and I was like, no, I'm very much.
I was starting to question certain things, and then they come for me, and I'm like, that's not what I'm here for. I'm just asking questions.
Yeah, so that's.
And don't come for me. I could be your mother. Yeah. If you do cross over the bridge, meet me on the app. Yeah. Like, seriously.
So that's what was happening. I decided to take a hiatus because I wanted to dip my toes into other art forms.
Yes.
So I have been working on. I've been working on a podcast, and as well as been working on.
Ooh, so I might be able to be a guest.
Yes, girl.
I can't wait.
And
Yes.
I work on modeling, and then I'm in a short film, so I'm just trying to dip my toes into other things
Everything's-
to fit a brand. Like I don't want to just be a singer. That's not who I am as a person.
Right.
And it just feels so sad that I feel like I
Do
have
it.
to keep it secret. That
Do
I'm
it.
like, I'm on a hiatus, but I'm doing these other things. But
it's not, it's your life,
Yeah.
your rules, your
Yeah.
journey. You
And
get
I'm-
to be the author of your own book.
exactly, and
Or
I'm
your
writing
play.
it. Hey.
Or your score, or your
my
painting.
movie. Yeah, anything.
Anything.
And that's
and
what's
I
been doing it.
congratulate you because I have done various things in the industry, and it either tells you, I don't want to do that, but overall it gives you more comfortability and more confidence.
Yes,
You
and
know
I
what
think
I'm saying?
it was really nerve wracking for me to be like,
And to more
acting.
upward to do networking.
Yes. And I've been putting myself in a box. I was like, girl, that is not who we are as people.
Yeah. I don't
So
know if I could do acting. Like, you read the script and memorize it and everything.
Well, luckily, I didn't have many words. So I just had to be a pretty
yet,
face.
not yet.
Yeah, no, not yet. Luckily, I just could have been pretty face. So I was like, that was really it. That was all. It's me. I just wanted to get my cameo in there.
TV.
So yeah, I had to do that, and it was an interesting to see the process between work, like acting, and music. Is just
Yes, it's two different worlds.
girl, so
Right.
different.
The washes on the lights, how hot the lights are.
You need to stand here.
Stand here.
Can we do the scene
Quiet on the set.
18 times and you're just standing?
Right.
Okay, I
Right.
could do that.
There's technical difficulty. Please hold.
Please hold. Yes,
Right.
and all of that is.
There's no makeup artist? Like, I do my own makeup? Yeah.
Well, no, well then luckily I had to make. It was a great experience
right.
for sure.
Yeah,
I
because you
could get
just
used to
learn
it.
really what the different facets of what's going on. Yeah.
Exactly, and I could.
And you grow from
get comfortable too.
Yes.
and it felt like I was comfortable with it already. I was like, I could do this for a
And you
living.
can educate, because next thing you know, you have a friend or a kid that you're dealing with, and they're going to go do something. You'll be like, oh, and don't forget to do this.
Yeah.
Don't forget to do that.
And luckily, I was working with really kind people. I feel like a lot of people and people that work behind the scenes or behind the camera.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, you're the nicest person we've worked with. I
Yeah.
said, really?
Yeah, just humbling yourself.
So it made me feel
Yeah.
really good, and I
But
was
don't
really
take
happy.
the kindness for weakness.
Oh yeah, very much so. I'm not the one or the two.
Yeah.
You know.
So what's the goal that you have by the end of 2023?
I have a bingo board. I made a bingo for 2023, and I've been just knocking
What is a
them
bingo
off.
board for those who don't know?
So I don't know how to describe a bingo, but you play bingo
B-I-N-G-O?
before. Yeah,
So
and it's,
B-I-N-G-O, yeah.
so like a square plane, but you got your little, cross them out,
Yep.
whatever. Each I got 5 by 5.
Nice.
So I have little things for the
So
whole
you have
year.
you have little goals over it.
Yeah, over the year, and I've been knocking out a lot of them actually. So I feel really good.
Right.
And one of them is to headline my own show, my own music thing, and I got to do that 1st of January. So I headlined
Yeah.
First Avenue.
So there's one right there.
It is amazing, and
Right.
now I'm modeling. So everything's just coming into line, and I also had to learn that if I don't get them,
Yeah.
I need to be okay with that.
Yeah.
But if I do get them,
Right.
to celebrate it.
But even just putting yourself out there, that is you giving yourself a yes. You procrastinating, looking at it, is consistently giving yourself a no.
no.
Did you guys hear what I'm saying? You saying that you're going to do something but not doing it, not putting no effort to it, is a no. You actually attempting is a yes.
Very much
So
so.
always attempt to what you want to do, and if it doesn't go right the first time, it's not a failure.
No, it's
you
a
just got to
lesson.
keep on going. It's
Very
a lesson.
much so. So
Yes.
that's what I'm learning, and learning how to sit back and celebrate your goals.
Okay.
Because I don't think a lot of people maybe I don't know if you feel this way as well, but when people finish something or accomplish something, you don't sit back and be like, I just did that.
Yeah.
And support yourself
I
and
know.
love yourself. And I had to start doing that.
It's crazy because, and I'm not being vain, I don't realize how much I've done until my memories come up on social media.
Exactly.
And I'm just like, I did that. Or unless the boys, my sons, remind me. But I've done so much with I've been so blessed. So blessed.
Yeah.
But because I just keep on going,
You don't get this.
it's like, and I've started to do that. I took a hiatus after November, and let me tell you, people was like, I want to work. Jamaica was calling, England was calling, Amsterdam, Benelux, and I'm like, I'm not gonna be ready till March because I still have a day job. I still have a
Exactly.
family, and
Yeah.
I went home to take care of family, and it's deep.
Yeah.
But we got to put ourselves first. If we don't, we won't have no self.
Self-care, and that's why I
Yes.
got these. That's why I got these.
I know, that's
strawberries with me.
beautiful.
You guys
I
always
love
got to
that.
take care of yourself.
Yes.
Because if you don't take care of yourself, nobody else will. Or respect.
Or
it.
respect.
Exactly.
All right. Any shout outs? You want to give out any shout outs to anybody out there?
I
any
wanna
big ups. We say, brap, brap, brap.
Oh, I wish I could do that. So very much so. I got to shout out my people. Shout out anybody in Minnesota. Everybody that follows their dreams. I shout out my boyfriend OAO because
Shout
the
out
one
the
and
boyfriend.
only. Shout out Ozone Creations, Ozone,
up
Big
Ozone.
O's, and man, anybody that's believing in me. So thank you so much. I love you all so bad. And we going to make it out the hood. What am I saying? You know, that's the goal.
And the next time you hear us together, it's going to be me on her podcast. My name is Trinny C. I've had the lovely honor of being here with my niece, the one and only Summer Powell. Thank you for joining us. And your socials one more time are?
Summertime TV, summertime_TV, SUMER, time_TV. Thank you.
That was perfect.
Thank you for having me.
Yo, it's Louis Blaze, and when I'm in the Twin Cities, I watch on stage, brought to you by First World TV.
It was fun. Welcome. You're here with Trinny C. On stage live, Twin Cities Hip Hop. We're here hanging out with the one and only, the amazing, the outstanding, the selling out of everything, including First Ave last week. One and only Juice Lord.
Yeah, what's
man,
up,
give
what's
yourself several rounds of applause, pats on the back, blessings to you.
Where am I looking at?
Yeah, man, you looking at, so when you have that one with the red lights, you look there, that one over there.
All
yep.
right, cool.
And you know, we doing this, it's not we just going live and we doing how we do. So,
All right, bet. Yeah.
welcome, Juice Lord. How you spell your name?
JUICELORD.
How did did you give yourself that name? Did somebody give you that name?
I mean, my nickname was Juice, you know, and about, you know, 6th grade, you know, and I got a high top under this hat, you know, and my nickname was Juice, and basically, at first it was Juice Lord, so LAWWD.
Like a lot of mercy.
Like Lord, you know, but then I ended up just, you know, changing it, and it just stuck ever since, man.
Nice.
And also used to like come to school with cardboard boxes of juice and stuff. So.
I was gonna say the juice boxes.
So
you know, they're still a staple. You don't got to be in school. I have them in my fridge right now, and it's like easy on the go stuff.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
So that's.
So next time I grab one, I'll be thinking of a Juice Lord.
Man, I used to drink those. I had to slow down for sure.
I thought it was something like quenches people's thirst with your rhymes or something, giving them that juice.
Hey,
it could be a bunch of different things.
You might have
electricity, all of that, right?
You might have just, you know, added on to it, you know, if anything.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes.
But yeah, that's how it came to be though.
Right. So since grade 6, and you just got the nickname.
About 7th grade is when I got my high top. So
when you got your high top.
Yeah, so it was around then because we also used to jerk. You
right.
know what I'm saying? And I used to be called Splash Kid on some MySpace.
Yeah. Did you go to school in St. Paul in Twin Cities? You did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. St. Paul. I mean, well, elementary. I went to Gaultier,
nice.
Which is about to close, or it's closed now. And I went to Webster.
Shout out Webster people.
You know, and then
right in the neighborhood.
Junior high, I went to Murray. Junior high, and then high school, I went to St. Paul Central.
Nice. Both my sons went to Murray, and my last son went to Central. So
big
up all the people from Central. Central Mechanics, let's go.
Yep. Central Minuteman.
Yeah,
Mechanic Arts. That was a school that my mom went to.
So it had nothing to do with entertainment. When did you start diving into the entertainment, the music scene?
Man, it's kind of, you know, all my life I played basketball, football, ran track, just sports driven. But in the midst of all that, I had interest in different art stuff like you know, poetry. I liked doing mosaics and stuff like doing different artsy stuff a little bit. But my whole passion was sports. So I would say, you know, when I got into with True Art Speaks with Tish Jones.
Big up Tish Jones in the building.
Tish Jones.
I need to have her on the show.
Yeah, you definitely need to have her on the show.
Yeah.
Tish Jones, you need to be on the show. And then I was also into I got into theater, you know, so I acted in plays at Gaultier when I was a kid. And it's just crazy. Everything that I did as a kid just on the side or maybe done a few times, I ended up doing as I got older. Once sports, I was done with sports. But and I was also in Penumbra Theater Summer Institute, you know, learning about, you know, activism and all that, you know, and getting into activism, realizing that, you know, young black men my age get killed out here by police. And that was like, you know,
the ones that we know about.
Yeah, the ones that we know about. And Trayvon Martin,
that
was like the first like real wake up. And from there, you know, I just became more serious about life and about
using your voice.
You know, using my voice once I, you know, got into poetry, spoken word, and rap, started protesting. And, you know, from there, just, you know, I just, you know, as basketball faded, I saw Jay-Z live like in 2013, and that kind of, you know, other than like freestyling and lunch with Lionel, Ray Trail, just different people, homies and all that. I don't know, I just take liking to it and was deep into music, the live mixtapes, that Piff, so I was a fan.
I miss some good mixtapes, man.
You
Oh
know?
my goodness.
So yeah, I was saying.
I miss running up to Urban Lights and getting my mixtapes. Seriously.
Hey, shout out Tim.
Shout out Tim.
If you
Or
ever
my
had Tim,
CDs, you know what I'm saying?
If you ever had Tim on the show, you definitely need Tim on the show, man.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I would say like, you know, saw Jay-Z live, and then I would say like 2014 started recording my first songs, and then 2015 is kind of when I, you know, really, you know, to really start to perform and stuff like that. I had my first show in New York. And from
your first show where?
In New York.
In New York. Your first show was in New York.
Like my first, I mean, I used to perform at the Blue Nile as well. But
oh my gosh, I missed the Blue Nile.
Man,
Best place for reggae.
It was like one song, you know.
But still, you did it.
But
did
yeah,
you go
it was
on
a great
Tuesdays
year.
or what?
I don't remember, but I would go with my homie Lucian Parker. And man, that was just early days. And then my first like set was in New York, and then I did Sway in the Morning when he came here for Soundset Weekend. And I feel like those two.
I remember that.
Yeah, those two.
Over at Fifth Element.
Yeah, those two were like.
Rest in peace, Fifth Element.
Prominent. Rest in peace.
That. Sadiq,
that's crazy. Come on. It was just prominent times. I mean, just very key times in my career that boosted me. And
did you ever perform at Soundset?
No. I mean, I feel like I would have
rocked
2020 or something. Yeah. I feel like it was close, but
I had the honor of being backstage several times at Soundset,
same.
I've been at backstage at a lot of festivals. I have never experienced that, and it's such a huge loss for not just this community, but the music industry on a whole. Because then, what does it give you to look forward to as an artist? Like, you know what I mean? But hopefully, something comes back bigger and better.
Yeah. But you know what I like about it? Also open up doors for people to stop complaining about not being included in things.
Oh man.
Because everyone, no matter who they pick, you know, somebody go complain.
Yeah.
It was never good enough. Somebody go complain. So
that's so true.
Like it's now, it's like, all right, you was on Soundset, now what?
Now what?
You know what I'm saying?
And when it was there, did you defend it, Soundset, and did you hold it wholly to our land and help take care of it and help keep it existing? It took so much money to pull that off.
I bet it did.
Just in security, you know what I'm saying? If you know the behind the scenes. Right. And that's, I feel like it's another thing. When you get into the industry, a lot of people are like, oh, I'm going to do a video. I'm going to do this. I'm going to go produce a song. It is so expensive. It's such an investment daily. Even when you put what you wear, you know what I'm saying? Even if you're trying to get here, like you were telling me, you try to get here, you know, to make it, to give yourself an exposure. It's an investment, and it's not for the weak. It's not.
At all, you know.
And that's just us, not trying to bring an event for 50,000 people. So yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I saw Sadiq last year. I was hosting the Marley show in Big Lake. He was there with Ciroc, and and I was just like, Ciroc. I was just like, man, and he's back there with his daughter, and I was like, I miss being in the thick of things. And he's like, you miss being backstage? I'm like, no, I miss being in the thick of things. I just immersed myself as a person that loved the industry in that event. I was just all in it. And just looking at people and just being proud to be in the city at that moment. So you're right though. People, it was never good enough. Like you have this event that came from the basement, literally from a basement. You know what I'm saying? And now what?
Now what? You know, so it's like, you know, it opened up doors also for new creatives to, you know, create something and curate something and see like, yo, this ain't easy.
Right.
You know, and,
on that note, we'll be right back. My name is Trinny C. I'm here with the one and only, the amazing, the outstanding, the talented Juice Lord. We'll be right back after this moment.
Yeah.
My name is Buddy McClain, and when I'm in the Twin Cities, I watch On Stage, brought to you by First World TV.
Welcome back. My name is Trinny C. You are here on stage with the one and only Juice Lord in the building. Congratulations on all your success this past week.
Thank you.
It had to have been a huge undertaking to pull off a sold-out show at First Ave. And to your team, we got to big up the team, the people that are behind the scenes.
Big up team, man. Big up my manager, Tezzy.
Yep.
Big up, you know,
everybody, all
Taylor,
the fans,
Taylor Brienne. Big up, man, Basement Game. Big up Savano, Nakar Forte, Maya Marshall. Man, like, yo, this, man.
It was a village.
Aubrey King, you know what I'm saying? I want to make sure I say everybody. DJ Mac Timms and, man, shout out Dylan at First Ave, man. It was everything I, you know, dreamed about, talked about. You know, can't wait till the day I see everybody come out just to see me rap.
Yeah.
You know, and people.
I was
came
watching the
out to see
lives.
all of
I was
us
in there
rap,
like, bing, 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 heart,
man.
fire, fire. It was,
It's crazy, man.
yeah. And I seen you perform at Danny Gibbons' CD release party,
Yeah.
so that was also
Yeah,
amazing.
salute to the OG,
Yeah.
man. He made the album.
Yep.
Yeah, on a song called Love vs.
Yep.
Passion. He was talking his piece, and
To me, what's outstanding is when you hear an artist on a track that's been professionally mastered, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you see them perform, and when they sound just as,
Yeah.
just like if they were, like
Yeah.
you hearing it in your truck. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That to me is artistry. And so again, while I was watching you on stage and all the artists and the First Ave does an amazing job of doing sound. But all your enthusiasm, your apparel, what you were wearing, how your body language, it brought even more so the song to the front and center for me.
To more
So
life, yeah.
to more life. And I think that's another thing people have to understand. It's the craft of what you do, and I saw that. And I was just watching from different angles. I wasn't
Right,
watching from no professionally
right.
filmed television, and then it was produced and edited. So you've been here doing music. Your first show was in New York.
Yeah.
You're going on. You said 2015. We're now in 2023.
Yeah.
8 years you've been doing this. What would you consider is your biggest accomplishment in those 8 years?
Oh man,
It could be anything from talking to your granny, go all the way to the last Monday.
Man, I would say, man, that's major.
I know. I always pick people's
I mean,
brains.
obviously now you would say selling out First Ave, but I mean now going on tour with Prof, I would say
Say that one more time.
going on tour with Prof.
Say that while the people in the back that can't
going
hear
on
you.
tour with Prof.
He's getting ready to go on tour
Getting ready to
with
go on
one and
tour.
only Prof.
You know, so that's monumental to me.
Right.
Yeah, I would say those two, and other than that, man, just throughout the years, man, just meeting some of my favorite MCs, being able to open up for some of my favorite MCs.
Nice, yeah.
I remember early meeting Joey Bad, you know, and man, rapping for him. Those early moments I remember. I remember meeting DJ Premier early. You know, getting interviewed by Mr. Peter Parker 2016.
Big up Peter Parker. I just seen him at the hip hop documentary event. Yep.
Yeah, and man, just
huge staple. In
just
our
being
community.
embraced by all the older OGs, and man, just really crafting and really trying to do this thing without receiving like handouts and all that, man. Like just really
putting in the work.
Being everywhere. I remember times, just performing everywhere. Like 2017, I think I had about 40, 50 shows.
Yeah.
Just performing everywhere, being everywhere. And, that led to me, eventually just, being able to be selective at some point. And,
right.
Opening up for Jizza, that was another one that was, like, super big 2020 before the madness kicked off.
Right.
Man, just, I don't know, like dropping my first album, Spread Love.
He just keeps on going. It's all in
it's
the
like,
waking
it's
up this
lot.
morning,
all
that's
it,
an accomplishment.
All of it is one, and now to what I think is one of my dopest projects, the 8th Inning, Love vs. Passion.
Yeah.
So we at this
Why did you
point.
name it the 8th Inning?
Because, like, it's really, truth be told, it's really like year 10. But as far as the initial thought goes, or year 9, as far as like, just me starting. But I consider it year 8 because that's like when everything really started. Like I started to have shows and more shows and all of that, or stuff. So, man, I called it the 8th inning because it's like 8 years, and it's also me paying homage to a sport that I played as a kid that I loved, that, I gave up on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I gave up on basketball. So, my departure from baseball wasn't that bad because, shoot, I got hit with the ball and I was just done. But
for me as a parent, baseball was just so long.
Man, I loved it. I loved it though. I was a baseball head fanatic.
Did you go over there by Dunning and do a lot of your games?
Nah, I played at Shefford.
Okay.
Coach Teddy and it's just a sport that I wanted to pay homage to. I was paying homage to basketball and football through my poetry or through raps. Yeah. But with baseball, black kids play baseball for sure. But not
that's
everybody.
failing though, kids in sports. Yeah, we need to get them back in our sports because we're losing the athletic system for real.
Yeah. So man, it just love versus passion is like, the extra title is like your love for people, but then your love for your passion. And once you're doing your passion, you're doing your thing with your passion, people feel that you love feel like, you know, you don't you're not rocking with them. So saying,
Right.
no, it's not that. I'm just super focused on my passion. If you don't think I don't love you, then that's on you.
You don't love
That's
yourself, because
that's-
I gotta
that's-
love myself to love you.
That's a
Yeah.
you thing, you
Yeah.
know. So yeah, man, it's you know, it's like a survivor's guilt thing,
Yeah.
you know, and it's, you know, it's like I'm still here, but it's like, yo, I'm moving on and moving and grooving, and
growing.
some people ain't always gonna be happy for you, so
Yeah.
it's
That's
you know,
okay though.
you know.
My thing is, you ain't happy for me, but I'm happy for you.
Mhm.
You know, and the bad weeds itself out and the good gets gooder. So I stopped questioning why things don't happen and questioning how and when. And
Yeah.
it takes a lot to, I've learned, especially since the pandemic, it takes a lot to pour into yourself, but it takes more to focus negative energy or receive negative energy. And so I just don't got the time for it. It's just, you know, if the pandemic didn't teach you
Right.
self-love and patience is virtue and virtue is grace, you missed the whole project, for
Yeah.
real.
Yeah.
What is your, we're going to go to break real quickly, but tell people, what are your socials? How can people find you?
You can follow me. I know all my socials supposed to be the same. I understand. I know
Nothing's
that.
ever the same.
But my Instagram is Hammer Time Juice. My Twitter is Poetry is Reality. And you can find me on all streaming platforms at Juice Lord. And,
Right.
Yeah, I'm out here. You
Yeah.
know, Juice Lord on Facebook. And,
Yeah.
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 You know, so yeah, no, I'm happy to be here. This is beautiful. Well.
No, everybody
put
else comes in like,
together.
oh, we're really actually doing it. Yeah,
Nah,
yeah.
this is fire.
Yeah.
So, nah, I appreciate it, man.
Yeah,
Like, we
man.
here.
Thank you for accepting my offer. I ran up to you like a little schoolgirl, but I've been
Nah,
watching the
man.
journey, and you
Nah,
come
thank
highly
you.
recommended, and you're tight with a few of my family members.
Yeah,
So on that note, we're going to take a break and come right back. My name is Trinny C. I'm here with the one and only, the outstanding, the amazing, prolific Juice Lord.
Yeah. Yo, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Juice Lord. And when I'm in the Twin Cities, I watch On Stage Live Hip Hop Nation, First World TV. Peace.
Welcome back. Like I said, I'm here with the one and only Juice Lord.
Yeah, Trinny C. What's up?
Yes. So, tell me, I haven't asked this question yet. Your favorite male MC, besides yourself, of course.
Nas, it's my favorite rapper of all
Nas.
time. Jay-Z, Black Thought is another one. Common, J. Cole, Kendrick. Jeezy's one of my favorite artists.
He was just here, right?
Young Jeezy.
I missed that show.
Oh,
yeah.
that was fire.
But you know, you can attend a show just watching people's lives if you know the right people.
Nah, facts, man. People
You
recording
can say
the whole
that
thing.
that $200.
Don't even be knowing what's going on.
And
still.
different views.
Yeah. I would say, you know, some of them, Biggie, Pac, you know, Joey. It's a lot of Griselda, you know, Benny Butcher. Jim Jones has been killing it over the years, and I've been appreciating his growth.
He really is good.
He just dropped
and
a
he's
dope
real.
album.
And
Yeah.
I like that he just puts himself, he exposes himself, and he's like,
Yeah.
I don't care what people
Underrated.
think about. Yeah.
Jada Kiss
Yeah.
is another, you know, salutes to Lil Wayne.
Right. People hate on Lil Wayne, but he's
yeah.
another person that was just like, this is me, raw.
And,
Raw with it.
and then, you know, I didn't know if you were gonna ask this, but I don't like saying female MCs.
Yep.
I don't like saying
Queens.
that. Queens, Lauryn Hill.
Of course.
You know, Rhapsody is one of my favorites. 3D Not T is another one that's amazing. MC Light is amazing.
Yes.
Come on.
Queen Latifah.
Queen Latifah for
Yes.
sure.
I love how she's just gone in different paths and continues to bring it back and stays. a
Jean
queen.
Grey
Yeah.
is another one that gets slept on. As far as here, Minnesota goes, Nicole Forge is one.
Right.
Lexi Alger, rest
Yes.
in peace, baby girl.
Rest in peace.
It's my heart. Love Lexi music. Who else? B. Dot Croc, The Lioness, Destiny Roberts. We got Young Star coming up. She's an amazing MC.
Right.
Man, there's so many.
Who do you think right now, again, and outside of yourself, who do we need to watch out for in the Twin Cities?
Oh man, you need to watch out for Basement Gang. You need to watch out for Ozone Creations. They're
Ozone
amazing.
Creations, that was
They're
part of Summertime,
amazing.
right? Yep.
Yeah. Obviously, Libyanka, she's,
Yes.
you know, that's my homegirl too. That's People's. She's she's just amazing.
Yeah.
Say Letter MC. Hope I said her name right, but she's amazing. Let's see. I'm trying to think, man. When we get into this, it's my brother Kaleem the Dream. He's got come brewing.
He is good.
New Underworld.
I love me some Louis Blaze.
Aubrey King, Louis Blaze,
Yeah.
Taylor Brienne. Everybody that was on the lineup for sure.
Yeah.
Savano. Man, so it's really a lot of us. It truly is, man. And we just gotta, No Let Up Ski is another one.
Right.
I got that he's already, dang near out of here.
I'm gonna switch it up if you could, because we know that hip hop came from the islands of the Caribbean, Jamaica.
Yeah.
If you could be on stage with a Caribbean artist, who would you love to share the stage with?
Man, I like Buju a lot.
I love Buju.
I love.
I went to his concert after he got out of prison, after he was set up and served 10 years.
I did my research, but I like Skip Marley.
Yeah,
Skip Marley.
Skip Marley is really nice.
Skip Marley is
and I love Joe. May he rest in peace. He just passed away a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Joe Mercer Marley. I've had the honor to promote their shows here in the Twin Cities.
That,
Yep. So they're all related to the Marleys. Yep. That was
Skip Marley is
Stephen Marley's son. Yep.
Skip Marley is the truth.
Yeah.
Like
this younger Marley generation. So the children of Damien and Julian and Stephen and Lauren was married to Rohan.
Yeah.
Like the next generation, because they're all into everything.
Yeah, and her daughter is actually
a model and an artist. Yeah.
Yeah, her daughter is actually. I haven't heard too much of her music or anything, but she's actually obviously gonna be great at what she does if she really locks in. But yeah, Skip. I've been following Skip Marley for some years, and I think. He's like, man, he's a combination of all of them for real.
I would love to be on stage with Buju Banton and Sizzla. Sizzla is
I heard about her too.
Yeah, Sizzla he's an artist where
I heard about him.
He's he gets a lot of backlash, but he's true to himself. He's a true Rasta. He don't play. He's the one that DJ Khaled gave him the award and he burned it. It was all over social media. But I mean, that's what he's a Rasta. And if you understand the religion, it's like they don't worship idols and stuff. So you really have to. People thought he did it for press, and attention. Understand the religion. Understand where you're going to. Understand who you're around. And
so in other words, like they don't get too high on accomplishments or anything like that.
No, and the women walk behind it. Rastafari is woo. It's a combination. It's deep. You gotta when you get time, just read up on it. But they're very simple people. They vegans. They don't wear a lot of jazzy clothes. Give back to the community. They focus on family. They don't don't worship idols and gods, and they don't. Even though they're putting in the work, they don't think they're. People think they're arrogant, but they're not. You know what I mean? They just stand in their views, and they stand for the political views and for the people. Yeah. And so you gotta be on the inside. You just gotta read up on a little bit on it, because a lot of times you see people with dreads and like, oh, you're a Rasta. You have dreads, you have dreadlocks, but that doesn't make you a Rasta. Rastafari is a religion. Yeah, man. And so, what do you have? I mean, besides going on tour, excuse me, outside of the tour. What would you like to accomplish in 2023? I mean, you've already done so much, but
it would be to get my first placement or not feature with an artist, a big artist that I respect, or a producer that I respect. Potentially, get on a festival. Another thing would be to sell out another show. And
so Grand Rapids will sell that out, no problem.
Oh yeah, we sell some of the shows is already sold out.
He's no joke. He's no joke.
Yeah, man. Some of the shows already sold out, and so other than that, just get better, get stronger, get in shape.
I hear that. Get in shape, health as well.
Save money, and them are some of the things, some of the goals.
I love that.
Other than that, just really expand. Go out of the country for the first time.
Yeah, come to Jamaica with me in July for Dancehall Queen. Come
on,
July 29th.
All right.
I'm trying to get everybody from St. Paul to come.
Please.
I swear.
Hey, okay.
Just experience something different.
Well, that's on the mind. Then. I'm so serious too. So,
any shout outs? Any big ups you want to give to anybody?
Man, big ups to St. Paul, big ups to Minneapolis, big up to any artist that's doing their thing, man. Don't worry about the politics. Don't worry about all the extras, man. Just work, man. That's what we doing, man. We ain't worried about nothing else, man. Much love to everybody.
All right.
Peace.
Bless. Thank you for joining us. One love.
Yeah.
This is another Basshead production.
Me and you is what it do. I'm just trying to have you closer.
Her body language say she into me. I'm talking instantly, we head, it's the chemistry. Try my hardest to ignore the vibes into me, but can't deny that they gon' get through eventually. I'm admitting she really know how to get to me. Can't explain what she did to me, but she got me stuck mentally. Don't get me wrong, she got it going on physically. Really, more interested in what she like spiritually. When I'm stressing, she know how to end the misery. Literally, if she was a crime, I'd do a century. You should see the look on the face when somebody mention me. Never hesitate to snap on whoever dissing me. Listen, we already knowing what our attention be potentially. Put a ring on your finger, it what I'm visioning. Me and you a winning combination, yup, victory.
I can't help myself around you. Around you. Around you. I can't help myself around you. Around you. Around you. I can't help myself around you. I'm trying to keep my composure, but it get harder when you get closer. I wanna be a soldier, here whenever you need a shoulder. You ain't gotta ride no coupe or wear no expensive suits. Just be there for me like I'm there for you. Guarantee that I always stay true. I'm loving your vibe. I'm caught up in this high. Only telling you cause this hit is real. Plus you respect the way that I feel. Ain't about sex, I just wanna chill. I can't help myself around you. Around you. Around you. I can't help myself around you. Around you. Around you. I can't help myself around
when I'm in your presence, I just get weak. Get shit through my body whenever you speak. Lost in your eyes and your looks are so sweet. Yeah, I get a rise looking at your physique. Yeah, you know you messing with the right type. He ain't even by showing you what the pipe like. If I leave, need you to know I'll be right by. Cause I'm on orders, you have to deal with the nightlife. But ain't it ironic how I be back like Sonic? Rushing back to your love, I needed you like my chronic. Addicted, you so addictive, I think I need intervention. My intuition is telling me it's you just what I'm missing. What the business? I'm serious about changing the way we living. You up under me every night, that's a beautiful feeling. Your personality appealing, and I love it when we chillin'. Yeah, ay.
me and you is what it do. I'm just trying to have you closer. Me and you is what it do. I can't help myself around you. Around you. Around you. I can't help myself around you. Around you. Around you. I can't help myself around you.
We had hard times and things wasn't always the greatest, but through it all, no matter what, girl, you'll always be my baby. How can I be mad if I neglect you like I do? I had my chance to treat you right, now I'm lost without you. I lost my love, I lost my woman, and I lost my mind. But I wouldn't give for another chance to make it right this time. I gotta try to win you back, there's no love without you. Or am I destined for a lonely, lonely road of misery? solitaire. We'll never, never, ever be another you, and we'll never be another you, but only true love. And I miss you, you're my only. I miss you, but we'll never, never, ever find another you. We'll never find another one in a million, and I'm lost without you, and I'm lost without you. I never thought I'd live my life without my girl as my wife, but now I see what you mean to me. It took some time, but please don't leave. I made mistakes a time or two. I lost my way, but so did you. I'm innocent of a lot of things, but I'm guilty of loving you. I lost my love, I lost my woman, and I lost my mind. But I wouldn't give for another chance to make it right this time. Make it right. Gotta try to miss the time. I gotta live my love without you. No. I'm destined for a lonely road, misery and solitaire. We'll never, never, ever be another you. There will never be another you, but only true love. And I miss you. I will always, I miss you. We'll never, never, ever find another you. I will never find another one in a million, and I'm lost without you, and I'm lost without you. Maybe I conquered your love just a little bit too easy. Maybe I felt no matter what I did, you would never ever leave me. Maybe it's not just a question why, maybe I didn't really give it a try. Maybe I never thought that you and I were meant to be. Girl, it's clear that we'll never, ever be another you. There will never be another you, but only true love. And I miss you. I will always miss you. But we'll never, ever find another you. Never find another one in a million, and I'm lost without you, and I'm lost without you.
You heard me say I got this. Remember every time I talk shit and then backed it up and acted up and lost my chips? Well, fuck bad vibes, stay optimistic. Tell me this can't hit the populace quick. Tell me black sheep won't flock, imitators won't fly, radios won't pop to this shit. Take the world, then the universe lake is just a pearl. On the grand scale, she's just a girl and I'm just a man who love to stay but adjust the plans. Just a chance a nigga make it. Just enough, I take it all. Blast up a big loaf, break it off. Can't walk to the sky if you're afraid to fall, my nigga. Fear not, hey, yeah. Looking like victory. Fear not, looking like victory. Hey, fear not, hey, yeah. Looking like victory. I said, fear not, looking like victory. When? Fear not. Oh, right now we're the underdogs. Soon we'll be the Thundercats. Like, keep that under wraps, but don't gloat. Let them think that we'll go broke. We fear not, because we know 50s are stacking, my singles rising, Benjamin spilling all over the floor. Plant-based laurels, trees below. They snatch these labels up by they throat. Claim I'm more than they can afford unless they pay me for each note. And if I'm inclined to sign that dotted line, you know I hand out more than hope. Becoming colossal with every quote. Paint a Picasso with every stroke they foe. I fear not. Hey, yeah. Looking like victory. I say fear not. Looking like victory. Hey, fear not. Hey, yeah. Looking like victory. I say fear not. Looking like victory.